Hi Gemini, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. This is for the week of May 6th through May 12th, 2019. I'm going to start the reading off by pulling some cards to see your overall energies for this week, Gemini. I hope all of you have a really lovely week. Okay. We have Haunted Thoughts, Memories. Well, that's pretty straightforward message. Those two coming out back to back. Manifestation. And it's time to act. Okay, Gemini. First and foremost, what you need to understand with these cards is your mind is a very powerful tool, okay? And if you're spending a lot of time in worry or deep reflection of the past where you're feeling a lot of negative emotions and things like that, you are manifesting that energetically. It's coming through in physical ways for you. If you are in a really, deep place of worry, reflection, just a lot of negative thinking, really. If that speaks to you, this is Spirit coming out saying, Gemini, it's time to act. It's time to change your thoughts, because changing your thoughts is going to change the manifestations that you've been experiencing. Little frustrations, little arguments. It could be like how you spill your coffee, you trip over your shoes, like just stupid little stuff like that happens. That's what I'm talking about. When you are a good person with a good heart, but you are just stuck in your head in these negative thoughts, you manifest just these small little hassles for yourself that are frustrating and irritating. And so Spirit's coming in saying, Gemini, let it go. Focus on the now. What do you want to happen right now in a positive sense for yourself? And vibrate there, because that's going to, change the momentum of your energy. And as that happens, you'll just naturally start feeling better about, whatever's kind of haunting you. Now, aside from that, with this, Gemini, I do see some of you, this isn't so much about, overthinking and worrying and how that's manifesting. It's more about there's something from the past that's just on your mind. Like you cannot let it go. And this week very well could bring in some sort of manifestation from this past, okay? Whatever this is for you. So let's pull some dice here. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups, could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so Gemini, this right here to me is maybe somebody owes you money from the past, somebody owes you a favor, somebody kind of let you down, dropped the ball, disappeared when the payment was supposed to be due, something along those lines. And now this week, that's all coming back up. You very well could receive the favor or the money that you're owed, whatever this means for you, okay? Some of you definitely could be receiving a reckoning from this energy of the Five of Pentacles. Now, for others of you, especially if this is like in regards to some sort of legal or civil matter about like a dispute, things like that, it's you are victorious, but not to the full extent that you were hoping for, okay? But it's not like you walk away empty-handed. But mainly with this, I feel it's like you get the retribution for something that of the past where you were somebody didn't pay you back, somebody didn't come through on a favor. It's like they didn't do what they said they were going to do in the part of the bargain, but you did. And now this week, there's some element of that coming back up in your reality for some reason. So All right, so now we have the King of Swords. This could be your energy, but also I do feel some of you, this is like legal matters, a dispute of some kind. Next out, we have the Stars. Yeah, we like that. And lastly, we have the Magician, so that's even better. Gemini, yes, I do feel that this week brings about something from the past, taken from you, stolen from you, wrongfully accused, let down, disappointed, didn't come through something. And again, this could even be attached to some sort of like legal situation. This week, it's like that's coming back up into your reality, but again, there's favor for Gemini, all right? King of Swords sitting right on top of this Ace of Pentacles. And what sits right next to him is the Stars. So we have these two kings here, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, with this Ace and the Stars. Very positive. I feel you have people on your side. You know, what's due to you is coming in. But with the legal situations, again, it might be that you get what you, like you get something, but it might not be to the full extent that you were hoping for, okay? Just because of this Five of Pentacles. We'll pull more because everything else is incredibly positive. So, let's see. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Chariot. So, yeah, Gemini, it's like you've got to cut your losses and move on. There is some sort of rectifying the situation for you, some sort of payback. You're given something, like there is this balancing of energy, but if it's not to the full extent that you had hoped for, Spirit is saying, listen, just cut your losses and move on. There's better ahead. You have the Stars sitting at the center of this reading, okay? And you definitely have some support on your side. Now, with the Chariot here and this King of Cups, really strong could be Cancer energy, all right? But with the Magician, Gemini, yeah, this is like going into the future. Cut your losses because there's more magic ahead. And if you've been kind of holding on or hoping that a certain situation was going to change or shift, Spirit's like, just forget all that, because there's this new opportunity, this opening door. It's unexpected with the Magician there, okay? And the Stars, like, you maybe have never considered this option. And now here it is. And Spirit's like, take it, cut your losses, go, because there is so much more magic ahead than in the past or where you're at right now. Like, whatever this means to you, cut your losses and go, because you'll be rewarded much more. Reward is not the right word. Like the energy balance, the energy return, what has been taken from you, stolen from you, will return to you in another form, Gemini. It will. And that's, Spirit's bringing that through very, very strong for you. Cut your losses and move on ahead, because there's better. There truly is. And then now is the time to do it this week. However this reading is relating to you, the time is now. We must act to move forward. So let's pull some clarifiers about this. Okay, so, woo, look at that, big changes. Next we have progress. And then lastly, we have romance. Okay. With romance, it does not, because this is Leo moon energy, it does not have to mean romance. Okay, that's just the keyword on the card. This energy of Leo moon also entails passion, desire, creativity, fun, being in the spotlight, being noticed, really standing out, shining, okay? Being filled with pride, knowing your worth, knowing your value. So, you know, this could pertain to a romantic situation for some of you guys. I don't really talk about that in the weeklies since I do love separate, but, you know, if that's how it's relating to you, take it that way. I'm not going to really explore it. But for the rest of you, this here, like I said, cut your losses, move on. It's time. Like, that's where the progress will be made. Big changes, because it's like, nah. Whatever you're holding on to, whatever you're worried about, whatever didn't go your way here, Spirit's like, don't waste your thought energy on it another minute. It's not worth it, because, you know, if you just cut your losses, move ahead, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And also for some of you with the stars and this Leo moon energy coming in, that tells me this is like somebody has noticed you, your talent, maybe in the workplace, you know, if you're on social media, somehow, some way, somebody has noticed you here, okay? And it's like this week, the opportunity may be extended to you, and it's a great opportunity, but maybe you'll have to move to another state, to another country, far away from what's familiar or comfortable with you. That might be what this is about, like some element of sacrifice, like the big change here where we're leaving everything that's familiar behind and moving into a brand new manifestation, okay? And again, for some of you that are worried, I feel there could be a romance in this new location, this new job, whatever this new big change is for you, that's kind of like life altering, okay? Obviously, not every person, not every Gemini is going to experience that, but man, for those of you who are, this is a very positive step for you, and you should not have any worry or concern about what you're leaving behind, because what you're headed into is pretty amazing, okay? So let's pull some outcome and advice cards. All right, yeah, look at that. Good news. That's your outcome. And your advice is stand your ground. So, Gemini, cut your losses, move on. Let nobody make you second guess yourself or question yourself with the big changes that you're about to make. Because honestly, I feel as though anybody who tries to hold you back, or make you feel guilty, and I accidentally didn't pick this card up when I shuffled. I feel that's for a purpose. Big time breakthrough for some Geminis out there, okay? This could be your moment, and I don't know, there's an element of sacrifice for some of you, and I have to say, based on this reading, do it. Follow your dreams, follow that inner calling, take the opportunity. You know, it may only come once in your lifetime. And, you know, with this being your advice, stand your ground. If somebody's trying to come back into your world and you really don't want them back into your world, but they're like, oh, I've changed, and trying to convince you and make you feel guilty, like you're the jerk because you're not giving them a chance because they've done all this work and they've changed and blah, 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 blah. Stand your ground. Go with your gut, Gemini. If they were old and tired before, they're old and tired now. They've just learned a few different tricks since the last time you spoke to them, okay? Stand your ground. Those of you who have already begun this process of change and doors opening, don't let anybody deter you from it, okay? But this week heralds good news for you as well, however that pertains. It's honestly a great week, Gemini. Just don't be caught up in your head. Be willing to cut your losses and move on in some area. Don't be afraid to step into big changes, because they're very positive. And it's like Spirit's saying what's ahead is so good. Don't even worry about what is in the past or what you've got to leave behind, okay? So those are your messages, Gemini. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.